Hi everyone. This time I made a walking cane for my grandfather. It was a pretty quick project, but like with any first time attempt at something, it was full of struggles. So let's see how I made it. So yeah, I got this zebra out for the handle. That day, I basically just peeled the wax and cut it in half. I don't like being overly dramatic, so I'll just tell you, this was already the second piece. It's crazy, but when I was almost finished with the original one, I found a part of the handle had checked from the sun. A whole day wasted. So I started working on this one the very next morning before the sun hit my backyard. And I drilled a half an inch hole to connect the handle and the cane body, and I was happy. The hole looked straight enough. But while I was marking the waste parts, I realized I had forgotten to mark the ferrule diameter, since part of the handle goes into the ferrule. You know, when I rush, this is what happens. Luckily, I could temporarily plug the hole and mark it properly. Anyways, I cut out the waste, and as the sun came up, I decided to work on the cane body. Now I'm cutting this 1.5 inch square piece into a tapered rod, a little over 1 inch at one end down to 3/4 of an inch at the other. My approach was to mark an octagon on both ends and shave it down. Well, my grandfather actually requested the dark-colored cane, and to me, this was the darkest with a straight grain running all the way through. So, yeah, that's what it is. The grain is really important so it won't twist or snap at weak points. Working under the sun and making thick shavings with a pulling motion, my abs cramped a couple of times. Though, proudly, it's still a solid one pack. By the way, it's just a cane, so I didn't have to be super precise about the shape. But being able to fabricate it accurately and choosing not to is very different from not being able to do it at all. As practice, I tried my best, and hopefully my straight today is straighter than my straight yesterday. Oh, and of course I used sandpaper. I'm not skilled enough to finish this without tear out. Moving on to shaping the handle, I roughly cut it with a chisel. If you've watched my recent videos, you know I started using this hand screw clamp, and it's my favorite now. I mean, it's like my third hand. I think this one is 8 inches, but I might want a slightly bigger size next time. Then I used a knife to shape the handle. Since I'm not great at visualizing 3D shapes in my head while cutting, I kept repeating the process of drawing cut lines and then cutting them. I know it doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe even a rough organic shape would fit the hand better, but I'm not at the level yet. My focus was on being able to make the shape I imagined, so I went carefully. The next day, I used a file for tricky spots like slicing end grain on the sides of the handle bottom. So far, the handle only took half the time of the first one, and that's the power of experience. So, rather than just watching me messing around, I think it's time you make one and get ready for the next project. Anyways, I didn't want to grab a tiny piece of sandpaper to refine the details, so I ended up going back to the knife to smooth the surface. This was a really fun process, and right at this moment, I can honestly say a knife is my favorite tool. It's that fun. Okay, it's almost there. Now I'm cutting the part that goes into the ferrule. And yeah, I should probably change my favorite tool. Right now, a set of Skew chisels is my real favorite. They are basically cheating level tools for cleaning a surface, but I think they are seriously underrated. If you have a hand tool YouTube channel, please make a review video and sell more of them. Anyways, the tenon turned out well and I'm happy with it. After drilling the hole in the rod, which of course I didn't do perfectly as usual, I quickly cut the handle side too. I purposely made it undersized because the hole on the rod was slightly misaligned. Finally, the bottom fell. I'm using a tree line hardware, and in the instructional video, it says you can use a 1/4-inch drill bit and epoxy instead of drilling a 3/16 hole and threading it. I followed that method because I wanted to use the hole to guide the drill bit straight into the wood. After gluing the oak pin to the handle, it was epoxy time. When I placing the bottom pin, there was no room for air to escape, so it kept pushing back the pin. Let me show you. Other than that, everything went well. Oh, and the handle piece didn't go all the way in, but ironically, that's because I used too much epoxy. Hopefully, that tiny gap gets filled. Okay, so this is the real final step, putting the finish on. I use Tru-Oil and I really like this stuff. It smells awful, but I can't deny how quick and easy it is to get the shiny surface. For the first coat, I applied it by hand with alcohol. After that, I just used 3M synthetic steel wool to rub in the oil a little bit every 2 to 3 hours for a day. And magically, it ended up completely even and shiny. How shiny? Well, here's the final product. I'm really happy with this cane. I know it's not perfect, but the thing is, once you make one, the next is quicker and better like the handle. It's all about the experience. But seriously, don't ask me to make one more cane body or my body will need a cane. And I guess that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I would be happy if you liked the video and happier if you subscribe to this channel. If you have any suggestion to my video, it's also welcome. See you!